Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm just going to sit down and talk with you guys face to face and just explain to you why I named my channel Ravant Studios in the first place. But before I tell you about that, let's go way back to 2016 in October, where my channel started and my change of my name across the years. So in 2016 October, my name was just my name in real life, Luke Warren. And my profile picture was a Halloween pumpkin because it was October. It was close to Halloween at the time, so it felt appropriate. A few months later, I changed it to Pixel Defense, and that was because I used to watch these YouTubers that were playing this game called Total War, which I loved at the time. A few of my friends were obsessed with it as well. But you would have two armies, and you'll fight against each other. And the names of the YouTubers that did this were Pixel Defense. That was me. Pixelated Apollo and Pixel Heated, and I was like, what can be original enough? That's not the same. Pixel Defense. So I changed my name to that, and my profile picture was just like PD in my own weird handwriting that I did with my hands. But yeah, I love that game. I have so much nostalgia watching it now. Sometimes, occasionally, yeah, I love to go back to things and just give it a rehash. Have a nostalgic trip that I bet all of you do as well sometimes. But yeah, I'm digressing. Next, a few months later, I didn't have that name for long. I changed it to Ants Magic. So here's a bit of a backstory for Ants Magic. Okay, so we're going to go to the magic bit first because ants, I had to explain that quite a bit. But in 2017, I was obsessed with magic tricks, and if you go back there, I did a few videos on them. And I stopped them because I fainted and had an injury trying to do a magic trick and had to go to hospital. So, yeah, let me tell you about that. So basically, I won't go into really big detail because I don't want to, give you guys a disgusting, just imagination and view of it. So basically, the magic trick was stupid. It was having this bottle and you had to cut a hole open in it. Yeah, you see where this is going. You had to slide the phone in and be like, how'd the phone get in there? Well, obviously there's a hole in it, isn't it? But I wanted to do this because it looked cool. So I had this bottle in my left hand. I was trying to cut open the bottle, my right. Now, before you say I don't know my left and rights, every video I take is inverted for some reason. So as I'm signaling my left, this actually looks to be my right to you, but it's actually my left, if you get me. So, yeah. The lid was still on, so the pressure inside was great. So I tried to get it in, I was like, come on, it won't go in, obviously. And suddenly, it went in because I pushed too hard. It went through one side and through out the other into my hand. So it cut my hand quite deeply. It didn't go through my hand, don't worry. But it cut my hand quite deeply. And just a sight of my own blood, I fainted. Smacked down, hit the kitchen floor, and I got the scar to this day. It's faded quite a bit now, but it's there. I don't know how it ended up there. I don't know what it hit on the floor, but surely my nose would get in the way of hitting that. Like, it could be anywhere else, but it's there. And the scar on my hand, I don't know where it is anymore. I don't remember where I actually cut it. I think it might be... I got a scar there, but it wouldn't make sense because it was here. I don't understand. I got more of a scar hitting my this on the floor than I actually got stabbing my own hand. So yeah, that happened, and I fainted on the sight of my own blood. And I'm saying "and" way too much. It's like there's people that say, "Oh, I'm like," I say "and" way too much. But yeah, I'm fine with blood. That's just the thing. That's the weird thing. Like when I see blood in films and that, I'm perfectly fine with it. But it's just my own blood. I think it's just the feeling of it. It's not the sight of it, it's the feeling. It's just not great, it's disgusting. So I fainted because of that. But yeah, let's go to the ant part of Ants Magic, right? So at the time, I was not just obsessed with magic, I was also obsessed with ants. My friend and I were obsessed with it. We used to watch this channel called Ants Canada, and we used to know everything about ants, how intelligent they were, the whole process they would go through, the circle of life for ants, as maybe you would call it. But yeah, long story short, I feel really guilty about this now. I would not do this today because it's just torture for the ants, and it's just, I call myself very compassionate about animals back then. I love animals, but I wasn't, I didn't develop, I guess, guilt back then because I was just a kid. So we had these test tubes, and we had cotton. We put water in it, cotton wool, and then the queen ant, which is the start of every colony. Basically, starts the colony, and cotton wool at the end, so they can't escape. And then they'll drink out the cotton wool at the end to get water, and you would feed them every so often. There's so much research that proves this works. By the way, this isn't just, but it is torture, and we shouldn't have done it, and I would definitely not do it today. I feel really bad. But we had to keep them in there for months on end, keep them in a dark drawer, check on them every few weeks, and the queen ant would lay eggs, and after 3 months, 10 workers or so would develop, and then you'll put them in a terrarium, which is this like container with soil, plants, like an actual environment. They can tunnel in and actually make themselves at home. We did that. I even took a queen ant to Scotland once. This is not a joke. I was so obsessed with it. I think in 2019 as well. It was end of 2018. I went to Scotland with a terrarium with this queen ant in, which was a huge mistake because it was the car ride as well, and because we were in Scotland for like a week, because I was worried this queen ant was going to die while I was not there. So I took it with me because I love this ant so much, and it was a huge mistake because you know how bumpy the car is, how much torture the ants would feel in there. Oh god, I just did not think back then, did I? But yeah, I did love ants. I was obsessed with them. My friend was as well. We got each other into it. I was obsessed way longer though. Not, is that something to post about? Yeah, I did love ants, and that's why I changed. That's why my name was Ants Magic. So yeah, there's a little story about me. I love animals now. All I want to do is protect them. But yeah, ants will always be in my heart. Always. It's still my name now. Just on the other side. Instead of Ants Magic is Rave Ant. So yeah. But yeah, let's go to my next name. My next name was Raven. No, actually no, it's Ants Magic Productions. I just put productions on the end. It's like Ravant Studios, production studios. I guess it just makes my name sound more professional, you could say. Yeah, that's why I put it there. And then, yeah, my next name was Raven. That was because in 2018, I love Fortnite. I made like over maybe almost 200 Fortnite videos on my little tablet because I was a mobile player. And I got the skin. That was a Raven skin. That was my favourite skin ever. So I was like, oh, I'm changing my name to this. So I changed it to Raven. And I stuck with that for a while, and then I changed it to Ravant. So I was like, oh, I can mix Raven and Ant together. Ravant. And I was like, let's put Studios at the end. In like a couple months' time, I changed it to Ravant Studios, and that's where we are now. I don't like I won't say I don't like Fortnite anymore. I would play it sometimes when I'm around my friend's house, like on his Xbox or something, if he's got that on. But you get off great. You what was that? I was not English. You slowly get off games after a while. I do love games. I love gaming, but you slowly fade off games after a while. It's natural. It's like food. I've got an orange here. I like breakfast, like egg on toast. I had that every single morning for like 2 months, and I got bored of it at the end, and my mouth was just distasteful of it. So I had to change my diet for that, for the morning. It's just like that. You get bored of games after a while, even though you love it. But I did love that game, and yeah, you can't play it anymore on mobile because a bit of an argument the companies had with it, Epic Games and Apple. So they blocked it off Apple, unfortunately. So I can't even play it anymore if I wanted to. So yeah, but I always, Raven. I think Ravant will always stick with me just because it's who I am now on YouTube. It sticks with me. It sticks in here. So yeah, that's why my name is what it is. And Studios is just it sounds cool. No, that's not a proper answer, is it? It sounds more professional. It sounds better. Ravant Studios instead of just Ravant. I do like it. I might change it back to Ravant in a later date. We'll have to see, but I don't plan on changing my name Ravant anytime soon. So yeah, there's a little story about me, with me digressing a lot, rambling as I always do. But I hope you guys are all doing well, and yeah, have a nice day. And yeah, I was gonna pull the orange up and do, I don't know what I was gonna do with it. Throw at you, catch. Yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, matches my jumper, sort of.